Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that share button. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay, today we're going to be talking about why chicks never hold anything accountability, why they never accept it. All right? And I got 3 reasons why they never accept it. Number 1, false oppression. 2, self-toxicity. 3, beta males. All right? Let's get right into it. False oppression. Okay, women have been told that society and men have been holding them down. Society and men is the reason why they're not happy, because they're going to be happy getting out here acting like they do not need a man. But what a woman doesn't realize is that her heart is smaller than a man's. And I'm not talking psychological heart, I'm talking about her physical heart. The way that her blood pumps throughout her body is not the same as a man. So she cannot handle a lot of pressure that's going out there. So when the pressure is pushed against her, she can always play victimhood to bail herself out of emotional issues. And you have a lot of women now that are going through these false oppressions where they're overworking themselves because they feel like they've been unleashed. They feel like they've been freed, but there's no reason for you to be freed. See, the women that were kind of sort of oppressed are not even in the feminist movement. Like, by the time feminism started, women were already independent. Women were already doing their things. It's just that you had less women doing it. But what they started doing is pumping false oppression into younger women that by the time they got to 2020, 2018, 2019, from 2010, now you have a full-blown feminist movement, but it's based off of a bunch of women that are rebelling for no reason. Most of the girls in the feminist movement are women that were never oppressed at all and actually came from good families. But what this is causing women to do is to feel like they have the freedom to do anything that they want to do. So there is no accountability for them, because when they hit the wall or things happen and they psychologically get ready to have a nervous breakdown from working too hard and trying to do too much, they play victim. Once they play victim, there's always somebody to massage their shoulders of insecurity and make them feel like what they did was justified. Step 2, self-toxicity. A lot of these women are self-toxic, and the reason why they are self-toxic is because they're battling the oppression, but they're also battling false achievements. So a lot of these women are working hard to achieve what they think is success, and what they think is success is what they're missing out on. See, they're watching all these girls that don't work a job, that use their body to get ahead, but all these girls do is just paint a picture online to make themselves look like they're living their best life. So every girl is walking around now thinking that she's missing out because she's working hard, but she idolizes a woman who gets paid to look good and keep up with drama. So women nowadays are now looking at it like, I'm not successful because I don't have the lifestyle as the girl that I think I'm better than. The girl that beneath me actually has more success because she uses her sexuality. She sells her soul for money, and she's living a better lifestyle than me. But what women are the best at when it comes to self-toxicity is acting. They're the best at covering it up. They're the best at making their life look perfect. You'll start seeing self-toxicity at that girl at the gym who overworks herself. You know, one minute she's in shape, the next minute she's fat. You know why? Because she never did like herself. She thought if she got in the gym and started doing squats and started losing some weight, the world was going to give her the same praise as the girl on Instagram. And it doesn't work that way. So you're going to also see this when you see girls' night out and you see girls getting really drunk. It's because they're trying to numb out all that stuff in the inside that they're trying to cover up. See, you got a lot of these beta males that are dating women right now. And these girls are going on dates with these beta males, and these beta males are sitting there just watching women get drunk as a skunk. And they're looking at these girls like, why is she getting so drunk? Why is she so pretty, but she's in here killing herself? Why does she smoke all these cigarettes? Why does she party all the time? She's over 30, she's almost 30, and she's still trying to do this. Don't you want to settle down? No, because she's suffering from self-toxicity by trying to compete with the world online that she sees. She sees somebody younger than her, better looking than her, her and got more friends than her, but living a better lifestyle than her because she has to get out here and work a 9 to 5. And if she tries to do those things that the other girls are doing, she doesn't get the results. So women are going from false oppression that's motivating them to outwork everybody to achieve something that they can't achieve. See, majority of women that actually have the education, that has the degrees, lack looks. Not too many women that are highly educated and got things going for them look good. They're normally out of shape women. So the women that do look good is expecting their looks to get them further at the job, is expecting their looks to take them ahead, expecting their looks to do that. But they're not achieving the same thing because they fail to see reality of what's really going on. So she's not gonna hold herself accountable. When she's scared to hold herself accountable and actually face the truth, that's when she starts to deteriorate at herself. That's when she starts to drink too much. That's when she starts to go to the gym and overwork out too much. Working out and being too healthy can actually be bad for a person. And those are some traits that you're gonna see with women when they start to self-toxicity themselves. Third, beta males. See, one of the reasons why women do not hold anything is because beta males clean up all their mistakes. See, you always got like two type of women nowadays. You got a dumb chick who is like pretty, but then you have another woman who is pretty but narcissistic. Those are the type of women that we deal with now. Narcissist women or dumb women. But what solidifies them is the beta male. See, the beta male can be with a narcissistic woman because she could boss him around all day and have him worshiping her. But the dumb chick that look good, she does the same thing. She takes advantage of the beta male because he wants her for the look, for the image. But what these two type of women are doing is they're dragging his energy down. As she drags his energy down, that man cannot go forward because he's wasting time being pulled down by the narcissist woman, but he can't elevate the dumb woman because she has to bring him back down to her level in order for her to get what he wants. So the man nowadays cannot even be in a relationship with a woman and can't grow psychologically unless he's by himself. But a blue pill man is out here to keep the woman going. See, the blue pill male, when it comes to that strong narcissist woman, he feels like it's his duty to worship her. So he enjoys saying, man, happy wife, happy life, happy wife, happy life. That's what you see. She don't have to hold anything accountable because if she do something wrong, it's always gonna be a beta male there to justify it because he has to go along with her. He's constantly adjusting his moves to make her happy. Now, when it comes to the beta male and the good-looking one, he needs the good-looking one to elevate his status. But the good-looking one is not smart enough to help him elevate as a person because she's constantly gonna make mistakes. So he has to constantly tone himself down to try to get on her level to understand what she's doing because he's gonna justify her mistakes as well. Oh, she's like that. Oh, she's like this. Oh, women are like that, you know. Oh, I clean it up. It ain't that bad. He comes up with all these excuses, but as long as he's with that woman, she never elevates him. All he does is make her feel smart, even when he knows that she's dumb. See, when it comes to the beautiful dumb chick, she doesn't have to hold accountability to anything because she has so many guys around her that like her, that think she's pretty, that want to sleep with her, that they're constantly gonna justify her mistakes. They're gonna justify her for being dumb. Even when she says something that is dumb, they'll just look at it like, oh, I understand what you're saying, yeah. And then when she starts talking more, trying to clean it up, he goes along with it because he's afraid to tell her the truth because he's afraid of her not being around because of how she looks. This is why women do not hold anything accountable. It's because when they start to self-toxify themselves and play victimhood, it's always a beta male to justify it. Whenever they want to suffer from false oppression and get out here and overwork somebody and overwork themselves and overwork their mind and then they have a nervous breakdown, it's always a beta male there to justify it. And when it comes to just a beta male being a beta male, it's so many beta males around that if she's surrounded by beta males, she can't do anything wrong. We're living in a world where men are overdosing on blue pills. And a lot of guys that was taking red pills were just taking strawberry jelly beans. They're still blue pills running through their system because they've been taking strawberry jelly beans. The people they have been getting their advice from have just been stroking their insecurity. That's it, just massaging the shoulders of their insecurity, like young Pharaoh says. That's what people are doing. They're taking jelly beans and not red pills, and the blue pills are always there to justify a woman's wrongdoing. So women don't feel like they need to be held accountable. Victimhood, oppression, self-toxicity will all be covered up through a beta male. This is Anthony Spade. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.